Hi there, I wanted to give you a quick little review of my Trek Roscoe 8. Got this bike in September of last year, really enjoying it as a beefy hardtail. I thought about getting a full sus bike, but friends of mine convinced me that rather than getting an entry-level full sus bike, to get a high-end hardtail, which is exactly what I went for. Trek has three bikes in the Roscoe range, a 6, a 7 and an 8. This is the 8, so it's the top of the Roscoe range, and I've really enjoyed it for the last 4 months. A couple of things that you might find interesting about this bike: this is the large frame. It's the gold alpha aluminium used in terms of this frame, nice and stiff, solid frame. I have enjoyed the 112 setup here. My previous bike, it was such an old bike, it still had the 3 cogs up the front, but it's a 112. It works super well in terms of the SRAM shifter. Very good. It's got Shimano brakes on it, nice big stoppers on the Shimanos. It's a 27.5-inch wheels and a 2.8-inch mid-fat tires. This is great for your local trails in terms of just soaking up those bumps and going over tree roots, etc. I run them at about 18 psi, which is quite low really, but it just soaks up those bumps so well, these fat tires, and especially in the rain and the muck this time of the year, it is great to play on these tires. Now, there's a few things that I've added to make the bike my own. One, I put these nuke-proof nylon flat pedals on it. Very grippy, really enjoy those. And then a couple of Bontarga grips just to color match. This here is a couple of Rock Shocks, mud splashers front and back. I went out a few times in the rain and came back absolutely soaked, but for a tenner online from Amazon, just to put on a couple of mud splashers, it's absolutely worth it. Now, the bike's got about 120 mil travel on the front on that Rock Shock, that beefy Rock Shock, and you can make it nice and stiff and lock it out. It works very well, very effective. And then the dropper post is my favorite thing on this bike. If you've never had a dropper post on your mountain bike, then try and find a way to get one. It's a game changer. I would say I use the dropper post probably as often as I use my gears in terms of changing the gears. It's a 750 mil bar at the front. It's got a slight rise, not a significant rise. I might change that going forward to a slightly higher rise. I've put some AMA honeycomb stickers on the frame just to protect the frame a little bit, and I've got some lights that I do throw on every now and again for some night riding. Love the night riding here. Great all-round bike. If you're thinking about a hardtail, if you're thinking about something you can really throw around, really enjoy, jump well, then Trek Roscoe should be up there in your consideration. I recommend this bike highly.